Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about updates on George Russell and Max Verstappen's future, as well as an update following an investigation by Red Bull. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane. I'll leave a link in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with Max Verstappen, who's responded to comments made by Red Bull advisor Dr. Helmut Marko, where he suggested concern over Verstappen's future at Red Bull. Now, speculation around Verstappen's future resurfaced at the Bahrain Grand Prix. Verstappen has had 3 really good races in Australia, China, and Japan. But you go to Bahrain and the issues with the Red Bull were really highlighted. Verstappen just could not drive around them. You know, the balance was off. The brakes were off. And speaking to Sky Germany following the Bahrain Grand Prix, where Verstappen finished 6th, Marko said he was concerned that the 4-time champion could leave unless they managed to improve their car. And while Verstappen's contract does run until 2028, it's widely believed that it does contain performance clauses that could allow him to get out the team earlier. But asked about what was behind Marko's comments in Thursday's drivers' press conference ahead of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix weekend, Verstappen said, "I don't know, to be honest. I just keep working, keep trying to improve the car. Bahrain wasn't a great weekend for us. I think we were all pretty disappointed with that. We just keep on trying to improve the car, come up with new ideas to try on the car. The competition is tough. That's how I go about my weeks, just trying to improve the situation." Now, in the past week, there's also been a lot of speculation about George Russell. Now, Russell has started the 2025 season brilliantly. He's scored a podium in most of the Grand Prix so far. He's only 14 points behind championship leader Lando Norris. And I think Russell has really stepped up into that team leader role at Mercedes since Lewis Hamilton left the team for Ferrari. And following his impressive start to the season, Autosport reported earlier this week that Russell was close to signing a 2-year extension with Mercedes, with an option for a further season in 2028. But there's been nothing official about Russell's contract situation, and we all know in 2024 that Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff was very keen on Max Verstappen. And while Wolff said last month that he has put last year's public attempts to sign Verstappen on hold, Red Bull not performing brilliantly and Russell's unsecured future have ensured it remains a talking point. But asked about his contract situation ahead of this weekend's Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, Russell said, "From my side, there's literally no stress, no worries whatsoever. When it comes to contracts, everyone gets so excited about it, and the fact is, drivers have had contracts, and if they don't perform, they'll get booted out. For drivers, performance is our currency. That's what we've got. And if you perform, everything's good. So I'm just excited to go racing this weekend, focus on performance, and the future sorts itself out." But let's move on to Red Bull, with the reason behind their slow pit stops in Bahrain being identified following a long investigation. Now, Red Bull's pit stops in Bahrain were particularly bad. You know, Verstappen's first pit stop, swapping from the softs to the hards, was over 4 seconds as he waited for the signal to change to release him, a signal which did not come. And moments later, his teammate Yuki Tsunoda suffered a slow pit stop as well, with the yellow middle light flashing along with the red light. So yeah, a really rare situation there. You don't often see something like that. And earlier this week, Red Bull team boss Christian Horner said the team would have a good look at it. And he suspected that the issue was to do with an electrical issue with the gantry. And now the problem has been identified, with Planet F1 saying that an electrical specialist within the team tracking the problem back to an issue with the pit gantry halfway across the beam. The publication went on to say the issue manifested itself by failing to register the 4 wheel devices as going green to signal to the light that the wheel nut had been tightened. Usually, such an issue would keep the car up on the jacks without the car dropping to the ground, but the gremlins were such that the car was dropped to the ground despite the wheel devices not registering. With the wheel devices not going green, the signal lights won't change. This is a measure to ensure the safety of the pit crew, as well as reducing the possibility of an unsafe release. Now, these delayed stops were not what Red Bull needed in the Bahrain Grand Prix. It was going bad enough as it was anyway, and having these delayed stops, it meant the drivers came out further behind than they needed to be, and just a disaster weekend for Red Bull really, and they'll be looking to bounce back in Saudi Arabia. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.